is up, Knuckleheads? JJ back here from Up Your Bets with another free pick for you. This time's going to be in college basketball for Thursday, March the 10th. Game's going to be played between the UNLV Runnin Rebels and the Wyoming Cowboys. Current betting spread is Wyoming -1, total 136. All right, so as you know on this channel, we grade games as they should be, which isn't always results-oriented. I like the matchup advantages St. Joe's had, but that was just simply not a good look for me by any means. Wire-to-wire win for LaSalle, and conversely, I also bet Syracuse in a wire-to-wire win blowout for Rump Your Bets. So it's not like I could, cry the blues. Of course, though, with the loss, I wouldn't leave you hanging the next day. So instead of my normal Friday CBB play, let's push this up a day early. No bullshitting around either. Let's get right to brass tacks. This is Wyoming all the way at this number. Got this nearly 4 points off. So yes, Wyoming -1. DK in New Jersey -110. So these two just met. What was a 7-point defeat for Wyoming at UNLV. And this is a semi-home game as well for UNLV, but makes no difference on my end. Wyoming should have been favored the first go around, and now it's a smaller number here, or a little bit of a bigger number, excuse me, when you take into account it being a neutral game. But if you watch that game, like Wyoming really struggled to convert easy looks against this UNLV defense inside the arc, and of course struggled from three and really getting to the free throw line. These are all things Wyoming does really well, and these are big advantages they have against UNLV. First of all, possessions galore last week when these two met. Both these teams averaged less than a full point per possession. And let's be honest, both squads are far better on offense than defense. Now the team shot 39% in that game, and this really wasn't a foul fest late either, so it definitely impacted the total. UNLV happened to play a tad less worse, than Wyoming, which is why the result ended up being what it was. Both teams have a lot of strengths on offense that trump the smaller strengths of the defenses, but Wyoming's are just far more glaring in a positive way. Wyoming gets to the free throw line a ton, converts well. UNLV can be quite handsy on defense, putting guys constantly onto the foul line. Wyoming is a machine inside the arc at scoring, and this is quite a weakness for UNLV. Expect Wyoming to barely turn the ball over in this matchup and draw extra contact, get plenty of easy looks underneath. As for UNLV, this team won't be turning it over much at all also, but UNLV loves to fire from three, and Wyoming's best part of their defense is guarding beyond the arc. UNLV is much smaller inside. Expect Wyoming to just punish them inside, as mentioned. What's really good for UNLV is Bryce Hamilton, who struggled severely against Wyoming in the last game. Expect him to continue forcing the issue. He's probably not going to have play as poorly, but UNLV got bailed out from a sensational game from Bryce Ham. But more than this was Wyoming just simply struggled to score on multiple opportunities. If UNLV plays similarly to how they did on offense, expect Wyoming to really be able to push the tempo here and push this game in their favor. I wouldn't even be surprised if they led, not so much wire to wire, but definitely kept the lead early and barely looked back. Now, this team is just simply too talented to let lightning strike again with another loss to this team. Now, Wyoming also belongs in the bracket, and a loss would put them on the outside looking in. I'd argue that they'd probably be out regardless with a loss. They'll need a few more wins in this tournament, as Mountain West has been a lot of fun to watch this year. UNLV is a great team as well. It's just Wyoming's been really overachieving most of this year. They've been better than I think a lot of people thought. Again, not the best ending to their year overall, but a good stretch of games from this team. This team's talented on all levels, and very long as well. I think that's what's been disrupting, or what severely disrupted UNLV the last time around. Now, Wyoming can play a bit too much iso ball at times in the offensive end. They got into that habit a bit against UNLV, but look, again, this spot's too juicy for the Cowboys not to bounce back. Again, though, if this line was like Wyoming -3.5, wouldn't be playing it, but at -1, love the spot. They just scrapped a win, versus an elite defensive slug in Fresno State, and now get back to UNLV where the seas will part again for them offensively. Expect them to actually take advantage of it this time around. So yes, Wyoming -1, -110 DK in New Jersey. Like this up to 2.5. May the odds be ever in our favor. I want to thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, thumbs up. Create some fake accounts more. Thumbs up. If you did not enjoy, hope you fall in a sewer. As always, drop comments below your thoughts on the play. Let me know who you like for this Thursday slate of more conference tournament action. Be sure to continue watching the NBA rundowns with Spread Tyler and the DFS crew, and also, of course, Kegger's live shows. We're also going to be debuting a new soccer show this Sunday with D. And a few of the DFS guys as well. I'm going to try to be on and host for them, much like I do with the PGA show. And also, we just recorded that as well, so be sure to check that out for the players. But other than that, and the soccer show, we'll also include on DFS and Rubio and Yami. So, again, be sure to check it all out. Until then, be sure to gamble responsibly, stay safe, and run pure, folks.